You guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And for those in the US, I hope you guys had an amazing Labor Day. I, for one, spent it at the gym, napping, eating, and now I'm doing this. So yeah, pretty good. Not too bad. You guys, we have ages on consent for a reason. Whether it be a boy, a girl, doesn't matter. The reason why we set these parameters in play, not everybody matures exactly at the same rate. And some could argue that you probably shouldn't be having sex until you're 25 in some cases, because some people are completely irresponsible their entire lives. But we have to draw the line. 18 years old makes sense, at least for the US. I know some other countries are like at 16, but here in the US, it's 18. Now, there are places that have Romeo and Juliet laws, like ages between 16 and 18 are okay, but ages like 16 to 35, yeah, still bad. And I like the Romeo and Juliet laws only because within a couple years isn't really that big of a deal. But when you start getting into like your 30s and 40s and you're trying to sleep with someone who's 16, yeah, that's kind of disgusting. But then I've heard some pretty good arguments. Should an 18-year-old be sleeping with a 45-year-old? That's a good question. Not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty good question, because to me it seems equally as disgusting for an 18-year-old to hook up with a 45, 50-year-old. But you know, that's the law. We of course need to draw the line somewhere, because we can't be saying, you know, 40-year-olds can only sleep with people who are within 10 years of them one way or another. So we've all come to an agreement that there at least needs to be a minimum age 18, and I think that's realistic. I think that's okay. But I will emphasize again that I don't think a lot of 18-year-olds should even be doing it. Let's be real. A lot of them are stupid. I was stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I think we all can come to an agreement. 14 and 15-year-olds shouldn't be having sex at all, right? I think we all can agree on that. Which brings us into today's headline from the Daily Mail, which I really appreciate they put bulletin points about the story in the title. It's kind of helpful. Exclusive: Predator mom Ashleigh Watts seen relaxing in the sun while on house arrest as father of twin teen victims call her disgusting. Ashleigh Watts, 38, is facing 3 counts of indecency with a minor for allegedly grooming teenage boys and having sex with one. DailyMail.com spotted Watts lounging in the sun, laughing and chatting on the phone while under house arrest in Virginia, despite prospect of a potential 30-year prison sentence. The father of teenage boys, Watts, is accused of abusing, told DailyMail.com. She's disgusting. My wife is devastated. It's horrible for our kids. Do you guys honestly think Watts is going to get 30 years in prison for this? Because I don't. Does she deserve that much time? Absolutely. I know people have this weird argument that if it's a boy with an older woman, it's different than an older man with a younger girl. But in all honesty, when we're talking about how much it'll affect them mentally, I think there might be a case for that, but it doesn't matter if there's a case for that. We have drawn these lines in the sand for a reason. We cannot be treating males different than females when it comes to application of law. That is a huge mistake. Whether it be for sexual things, murder, whatever, what have you, it doesn't matter. We have to have standards in these things because the law needs to be applied completely equally. When you start giving passes to people like Watts here, it starts setting precedent for future cases, and we just can't have that. That is actually why I'm a pretty big advocate for minimum sentencing. Do exceptions need to take place in a courtroom given certain types of circumstances or evidence or what have you? Yes, I think those things still need to be applied, but when we're talking about something as cut and dry as this, there are no exceptions at all. It's that simple. We draw the line of consent for that very reason. The twin confessed to his parents that he smoked marijuana with Watts and had been having unprotected sex with her since the previous June. He told a neighbor that he and Mrs. Watts were in love, and when he turned 17, she was going to divorce her husband and they were going to get married, according to the complaint. That is crazy that this woman literally is manipulating, mending, and bending this kid's mind to that level. This woman at this time was 38 and this boy is 15. That means by the time he's 17, she will be 40 years old, and she is promising him to divorce her husband, leave her kids, and marry basically a child. Now, I will leave a link to the Virginia Department of Health down below so you guys can read the laws for yourself. They are worded terribly, as most laws are. You are welcome to pick that apart as much as you want, but as far as I'm concerned, 15 years of age is too damn young, plain and simple. So apparently, police began investigating when the anonymous tipster contacted them on February 22nd to report an adult female having sex with 2 juveniles. The second boy told investigators that Watts had given him 22 pairs of her skimpy Victoria's Secret panties and would grope him and try to pull down his jeans. When the twins' outraged parents learned of the alleged abuse, they expressed their fury by hanging a huge banner above their front porch reading, "P words are not people." Now, I will have to edit that word because YouTube will crush down on me harder than they already are. If you guys haven't noticed, they love bullying my channel. But it is what it is, and I will continue to make commentary content on some of these types of topics likes because I enjoy making these videos. It's really that simple. Now here's the mugshot of Ashleigh, and I've got to admit, I think Donald Trump did it just a little bit better. Donald Trump's mugshot looks like cover art for a new album he's about to drop. I'm in. There is a reason why they're selling countless amounts of shirts and posters and everything else. The photo really works for Donald Trump, but I don't think this photo of Ashleigh Watts is going to get her very far in life, let's be honest. But that is where I'm going to end this story and this video, you guys, so I want to know what you're thinking in the comments down below. And as always, do not forget to hit the like or the dislike button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.